So if you're ready, let me know.
If you needed to live, it's a right.
Self-deportation is the thing. F you.
And we, the real ones, are not playing.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. Listen, we've got a great show planned for you. We've got a lot of liberal madness to get to. It looks like the libs are showing up to apparently ask for the keys back. We've got stuff that, well, I just don't think actually happened. And the real ones are not playing anymore. And I guess it's Judgment Day. I don't know. We're going to find out to those questions and a whole lot more. So stay tuned, my friends, because we are about to jump into the liberal pool of madness. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
I'm ready.
Okay, me too. Yeah.
I'm ready to be done with this.
All this.
And if enough of us say that we're ready to be done with this, literally all we have to do is show up at the front door and ask for the keys back.
Kind of like what we did at the last election? Okay, all right. Sounds good so far.
That's literally all we have to do. Doesn't have to be violent.
True.
But people in power ain't doing nothing. So if you're ready, let me know.
If you needed to live, it's a right. If it's a necessity to live, it's a right. Money is made up and capitalism sucks. If you needed to live, it's a right.
I'm going to call all of you that have been emboldened by our president out right now because I have seen enough. First incident that I saw, this Hispanic family with lots of kids. I don't know if you've ever gone to the grocery store with a whole bunch of kids, but they kind of are a mess. They're all over the place. It's hard to wrangle your kids sometimes. I get it, okay? But whispering underneath your breath as this family walks by that they should deport themselves, he whispered, self-deportation is the thing. F you. Okay, f you. Now today, 2 cars down, loading my groceries in. There's a Hispanic woman loading her groceries into her car. And I see this crotchety old white man get out of his car.
Yeah, he's got to be crotchety. Of course. He can't just be an old guy.
And go and approach her, okay?
Right.
You parked pretty horribly. Is it because you can't speak English? What the I went in there. I went over there and I was like,
of course you did. Is that any surprise?
what? Oh, God. What does speaking English have to do with parking? I don't get it. I don't see a sign that says that you should park a certain way. But, you know, her tire was touching just a smidge, a little bit on the line.
Just a smidge.
It wasn't even that bad. And why? Because all the other cars didn't park correctly.
Oh, right. So every single car in the row was parked too close to the line. Oh, okay.
Either.
Right, okay, sure.
Stop.
Of all things that never happened, this never happened the most.
Well, I agree with the monkey. I don't think that happened at all. But let's check out a graph to see what the popular opinion is of whether this happened or not. Did this happen? No is in blue. Yellow is no, but in yellow. So pretty much 100%. The Bureau of Imaginary Problems, Ignorance Division. That's funny. Libtarded, adjective. When you fight for a cause you don't understand, using facts you didn't check, defending values you don't actually believe in until someone disagrees, and suddenly they're racist, phobic, or a Nazi. Well, yeah, I mean, that pretty much sums up most liberals.
And yeah, all them motherfuckers in Washington getting washed away.
Because y'all was never supposed to be here. Once we woke up, judgment is on here. Yeah, judgment is down on the land. The mother ain't playing. Huh. The son is not playing. And we, the real ones, are not playing. We coming for what's ours. You hear me?
Okay.
It's time for y'all to go. Y'all came and had y'all fun on our shit. And you give us no type of respect. Y'all just used us and abused us to get what the y'all want. To keep y'all shit going on. And to keep us in a loop so we won't find out who the hell we is.
I suspect she's talking about the Democratic Party keeping the black people on that mental plantation. So I think that's what she's talking about.
But now we know. Now we stepping in that. Now we strong in that. And it's all y'all. You hear me? You NPCs, you skin folk that ain't kin folk. I hear y'all.
Skin folk that ain't kin folk. Now, I actually kind of like that term. That's funny. Skin folk that ain't kin folk.
On here whining and crying because y'all time. I ain't no praying for y'all, nigga. We don't pray. Who the y'all praying to? Who the y'all praying to? That little fake that y'all used to pray to ain't helping y'all, man. None of them helping y'all. Never was. Never was. So y'all ass is done for. All y'all. It's over with. I don't give a about any of y'all fake celebrities dying. Come on, all of them could die for all the I give because they anyway. And y'all hating on Trump. Man, give that character his, you know what I'm saying? Give it to him because he making shit go right. They playing out this movie because that's how it's supposed to go.
This is a question meant for women who don't agree with people being trans.
Okay.
Would it be okay if I identified as a man, but I just cross-dressed all the time and I only wore women's clothes? Would it be okay then? How would y'all feel if I was, if I identified as a cross-dressing man, and only wore women's clothes?
Look, I don't really care what you wear and when you wear it. Just don't push your ideas onto other people, and especially leave the kids alone. Up next is a young lady that is talking about the strains, I guess you could say, of dating in this modern world, and some of the issues that men apparently deal with when dating. However, it's a little hard to watch. You've been warned.
So I want to talk about why men of this generation are scared of women. And I think it has to do with a bunch of reasons, and I'm going to go into it. But number one, dating apps has made it so that men do not have to risk anything to go on a date with women. Back in the day, you used to have to at least go to a bar and risk rejection in front of your friends or embarrassment or any sort of thing like that. Now it's just guaranteed. Men can go on an app and just swipe, and if you match with them, they know that you at least have interest in them, so there's literally no risk. Second, I think that people having phones and girls always recording things definitely scares men because they always think that like a girl is going to record them and call them a creep. Men are so terrified of being called creeps. I think it's like one of the things that they fear the most. They never want to be that creepy guy, and now in this generation everything's recorded and put on TikTok, so they're scared about that. And the third reason I think men are scared of women is because they just don't have motivation due to pornography and things like that to even go on dates, and they're so scared of being like called a creep or getting like accused of something that it's easier for them to just say inside. I'm not saying this is an excuse, and men, you need to get out there and get over this, but I'm just explaining why I feel like men truly are scared of women in this generation.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything, but let's see what some other people had to say. She's talking. I watched it with the sound off, but I'll say yes. I watched this video 30 times and still didn't hear what she had to say. I think my phone is broke. Everyone can see what she's doing. All right, that's enough. Give me the phone. That's funny. Don't even attempt to date her unless you have a motorboat license. Oh, jeez. This is just crazy.
You know what? I'm just going to say it. I'm so sick of old people's comments. I'm so sick of old people calling Gen Zs, millennials, soft for taking care of ourselves.
She's totally sick laying in bed. Do these people not hear themselves speak?
and for knowing ourselves and knowing what we want and what we don't want.
Right.
Look, I'm sorry that motherhood was pushed onto you all. I'm sorry that you were never told the full details about what it entails. I'm sorry that you were never allowed to talk about your struggles back in the day. And I'm sorry that you still carry your parents' voices inside your heads. Us caring for ourselves, taking sick days, does not make us soft. In fact, I work with mostly women who encourage me to stay home when I'm sick. And to be honest with you, I would rather be soft than an abusive asshole that puts their trauma on everyone else, like you all do. Boomers and honestly a lot of Gen Xers walk around thinking that struggle equals moral superiority, that suffering and pain equals moral superiority.
Kind of.
When it's not. You all just never went to therapy because, oh, that's what crazy people do. I'll bet you your kids hate you. I'll bet you your kids don't even speak to you. Wow. Generation of softies. No, I would actually say that Gen Zs and millennials are very smart. You all are a generation of individuals, and I'm especially talking to boomers and older Gen Xers, of people who never healed from their trauma, that are, like I said...
What trauma? What trauma is she talking about? My childhood was totally awesome. I had great parents. They weren't perfect, but they were loving. I had no trauma. It's the Gen Zers that have all this trauma.
Putting it on to everyone else. You are a generation of jaded, sad individuals, and I truly feel sorry for you.
I just drove past the ICE detention center and I saw a border control truck and 2 ICE agents, so I rolled down my window and I said, "You're ugly!"
Oh my gosh. Oh no, how could they possibly recover from that? Because we all know words are violence. They probably had to take the rest of the day off just to mentally recuperate.
Trans women are not a threat. If you're afraid of men pretending to be women in order to gain access to and abuse women, what you're afraid of is toxic men, not trans women.
They're both the same. What are you talking about? Except, come on, men are not toxic.
Stop punishing trans women for the harm that the patriarchy perpetuates and instead unite against misogyny and patriarchy.
Stop.
Hey, so everyone is non-binary because the binary doesn't exist.
Oh, really? Well, then how do you explain the language that computers use called binary?
I'm going to keep going off about it because why is the fact that, like, I was just a single mother. I had 3 children on my own. And, you know, like, why is it impossible? Like, why is it made to be impractical for a person to do it on their own? What is a person supposed to do if they're doing it on their own? Who's supposed to watch the kids? And why is it that I have to make someone else watch my kids when I want to be the mother? Like, why would I ever pass that responsibility on when I had the children? I went to raise them and not worry about how they're going to eat because, you know, like, yes, I had children and children deserve life, but like food is literally free.
What? How do you think food is literally free? Because even if you're on the EBT program, the taxpayers are paying for it. So that statement is completely wrong. And by the way, if you're a mother of 3, why on earth do you still rock the septum ring? I'm sorry, there's no need for it.
So why is it a problem for that? And like, what? Like, why is it like this? Why is it like this? Why is it like this? Serious question. Why is it like this? Why is it like this? Not about me. I'm saying, why is it like this? Why is it like this?
Do you have a question there?
Why is it like this?
Oh, okay. Why is it like
Seriously.
this? Okay.
Why is it like this?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Make it make sense. Why is it like this?
Oh, okay. One more time. Yeah.
I want you guys to know this land is not ours. The land in which we are on is not ours.
You say it's a land of immigrants, but it's absolutely not. People of European descent, they slaughtered and lied and took and pillaged this land that we're on. So when you're on your campaigns doing your voting, just remember the land that we're currently on is stolen land. When you do not oblige by a treaty in which you signed and said, hey, I will not cross this line right here because that's yours.
But wait a minute, isn't a treaty just a man-made construct? Just like borders? Okay, let's go on.
That's what we fought for, la la la. And instead, I'm just gonna give you smallpox in the middle of the night and then take your land anyways. Just a reminder, okay? I just really need you guys to know.
Okay.
The land that is known as the United States of America.
Okay, yeah.
Is not made for the immigrants. Those of Mexican descent are not immigrants to the North American continent, okay? Those of Mexican descent, their ancestors migrated all around the country, the continent that is the United States of America that's on the North American continent.
Wait, so you just admitted that people from South America migrated up into North America, so you're totally destroying your whole argument here. Right? Am I not seeing something here that maybe I'm wrong? I don't know, but okay.
They migrated all over, and then the white man came and destroyed, and that's just...
So if the South Americans migrated up from South America into North America, what happened to the people that were already in North America? You know, those people called the Indians. What happened there? That everything was just all kumbaya and peaceful? Oh, okay.
How the story went. Yeah. But just when the awakening comes, just remember, okay, there is an active genocide happening.
What?
Currently.
Where?
Right now.
Where?
In the United States of America.
What? Where is a genocide happening, lady? You are retarded.
Of those whose ancestors were gifted this land because...
You just said they migrated. They weren't gifted. You just said they migrated from South America all the way up into North America. You're an idiot.
Because that's where God placed them.
No, God did not place them there. You just said they walked and migrated from South America. Again.
God placed my ancestors somewhere in the European continent, okay?
Yeah.
God placed their ancestors here.
Okay.
And because they were trusting and had empathy and was like, oh my God, this white man, he needs help. There's no way he's gonna last here without our help. I'm sure if their ancestors knew that my ancestors were gonna do what they did, I don't think they would have allowed them to dock.
Wait, are you saying you're Indian or Mexican? You don't look either. You look totally European, but okay, I digress.
Right? So to the MAGA supporters that will be in my comments for this, just know I am protected. God loves me, and I only speak truth.
That's true.
And I definitely only speak truth on platforms that are public. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Well, unfortunately, she only said one correct thing, and that is that God does love her, and God loves all of us. So I'll give you that one, my dear.
Trump's heartless response to the murder of Rob Reiner shows one thing. Trump is a monster.
And apparently, you are a robot.
Here's what happens when an idiot doesn't know how to merge, and you got the other idiot passing him with a potential of causing, I swear to God, I hate people.
Was this filmed in Utah? Because I'm telling you, we have some of the worst mergers. People just do not know how to do it, and it annoys me to no end. It's the worst part about driving, I think, in Utah. Maybe the second worst thing or maybe the first, I don't know, but every single winter, because, we've got a lot of trucks, a lot of big trucks, a lot of big tires. And every single winter, these people just think that they can fly at, 80, 90 miles an hour down the highway without any consequences. And it seems also that every single person in Utah just about forgets how to drive in snow, regardless of what you're driving. Anyways, let's let's continue.
You have no idea how much I hate people. What is this one doing? I'm just gonna wait to see.
Of course he's gonna go.
Maybe this one had a heart attack. Maybe she's lost, but it's New York plates. And some people from New York don't understand the concept of the jug handle. All right, now she's gonna, I'll be nice. Go ahead. Go ahead, so you got your flasher on, so I'm gonna be nice.
There you go.
I'll have patience, because that's the kind of guy I am. Go ahead. Whenever you're ready.
Thank you, sir.
That's plenty of time.
For driving properly.
Look both ways. Look all three ways. Look up in the sky. Maybe somebody's merging from up in the sky. Possible. There you go. There you go.
And it's a yield sign. So, I mean, yeah, you have to slow down and look, but there's really probably no need for that. I'm going to say lady, but maybe that's, yeah, there's no reason for that car to even have completely stopped. Anyway.
See that? Now, how hard was that?
This next clip is a perfect example that you just shouldn't F around and act like an idiot when you're driving down the street. Why? What a doof.
A tea kettle now being sold by J.C. Penney. And oh, what an internet buzz it created. Because in the eyes of some people, the tea kettle bore a strong resemblance to Adolf Hitler. Will you be the judge? This is what the tea kettle looks like on the J.C. Penney website. Here's what the billboard looked like, and here's a picture of Hitler next to it. Now what do you think?
Well, I'll be honest, my friends. The first thing I saw was Hitler. I mean, it was like a caricature of Hitler, obviously, but yeah, it was bad design. Here's an update that is absolutely incredible about the guardsman that got shot and was hospitalized, and he survived, and apparently he's doing a lot better. Let's check it out.
Let me tell you this right now. There is not a daggum thing you can say to me. Not an argument, not a comment, not a lecture that will ever convince me that my God isn't real. Because how do you explain this? Andrew Wolf, that National Guard soldier that was shot in the head just a little over 3 weeks ago, the same young man that doctors didn't know if he would live. They didn't know if he would wake up, let alone would he ever walk or speak again. And now, just a little over 3 weeks later, he is standing. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. He is walking. He is talking. He is able to carry on a conversation. Just let that sink in. A bullet to the head. And not even a full month later, this young man is alive, aware, and he is moving. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's not something you can just explain away. That is a miracle. That right there is the hand of the all-powerful mighty God, the giver of life, the keeper of breath, the same God who decides when your life begins and when your life ends. You don't beat those odds on a human timetable unless God says, not yet. But when people want to argue with me and tell me that God isn't real, we don't have to sit there and argue about philosophy. I'll just point at the living proof. This young man right here is a walking testimony that God still heals, that God still restores, and that God is still in control. My God is real. My God is powerful. And my God is still working miracles right now. So keep praying for Andrew Wolf. Because I truly believe that young man's story, it's far from over.
Yeah, she's right. Only by the grace of God and his protective touch could somebody survive being shot in the head. And I am living proof of that. Not because I've been shot in the head, but my father, as a baby, was shot in the head, and they tried to get the bullet out 3 separate times, with the bullet slipping further into his brain with each attempt. So they stopped doing that. But other than, you know, getting epilepsy because of the brain trauma, he lived a totally functional, normal life, got married, had a family. I'm proof of that. And, you know, he had a normal career, and he lived a good life. He was blessed by God. I mean, there's no other way that he could have survived that and done the things that he was able to do throughout his life. So yeah, praise God. He's good. He's real, and he is aware and loves all of us. What is going on? Wow. Well, that video is definitely not motivating me to hire an all-women's roofing crew. That's for sure.
Hey, Mega.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say that septum ring shit to my face.
I get to be a dick twice in one day. We're getting closer to Christmas, aren't we? Oh, I would hook a leash to your face and dog walk your little ass. Yeah.
Wow.
Also, ladies, bring that ass here. I'm really glad we're talking about that septum shit, okay? You look dumb as if you wear one. Like, I don't care how hot you are, you're immediately ugly the moment you put that shit in your face. Fellas, if you wear one, you're gay. Also, we associate you with the left if you wear one of them.
That's
we
true.
automatically think you're a brain dead, brainwashed, highly indoctrinated libtard. So
That's
listen,
true.
if you wear that dumbass shit in your face, don't be surprised when people look at you like you're stupid. Because you are. I love all of you. A septum ring. I'm your Huckleberry.
Up next is a clip of a father that I think maybe we need to see a little bit more of this type of consequences for children's bad behavior. I have no problems with what we're about to watch. Let me know if you think the dad went too far. Check it out.
Hello to my son, who want to cut up in school repeatedly and get bad grades and don't want to listen and be a class clown. And now we're going to give him a reason to cut up. This is his new haircut. And depending on how he act, it will be dependent upon I leave it in there, because he going to school tomorrow. I'll give you a ride tomorrow to make sure you make it. Ain't even no catching no bus. Buddy, you going to school. You can bet that. You can rub it all you want to. This your new style. You do that.
My body, my choice is like saying my house, my rules. It still doesn't give you the right to kill the child inside of it.
It's time for Dave's Detox.
Mama.
Aww.
Can you say what's up? What's up? What's up? Good boy, buddy.
Wow.
Good boy. You're so smart.
That dog's loving it. Sneaky golden retriever.
No. What are you doing? So now I can't even put stuff up there? I'm looking right
He's
at
like,
you.
nope. Nice dog. Doing yoga? What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
Uh-oh, Samson, get back up.
So close.
Uh-oh.
Just lay there, buddy. Oh, boy. Nice. They're so smart. Oh, gosh. That's a little terrifying. All right, my friends, that is it for today. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for all those that subscribed. And if you hit that thumbs up button, I do appreciate it. There's going to be some videos popping up here in just a second. I think you're going to enjoy them, so check it out. And until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated. And until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.